Mae Haad Beach, located at the northwestern side of Koh Phangan, is one of the island's most popular beaches, known for its white sand, crystal clear waters, and the iconic sandbar that leads across 100 meters to the small satellite island of Koh that you can easily reach by walking across the sandbar. This place is considered Koh Phangan's calling card and is easily recognizable from those photos where a snow-white sandbar with azure sea and strolling people stretches between the two green shores. Just a quick and not too hilly 20-minute drive by car or motorbike from central Tung Salapia, and you will arrive at the beach. Some of the shops and convenience stores just before you reach the beach would rent out masts and fins to you for 100 baht for the full day. There is, however, a 500 to 1,000 baht required deposit that you get back once you return the gear. This beach is one of the most beautiful of Koh Phangan, and it's also the most developed coral reef around the island. It is also possible to rent a sit-on-top kayak for 1 or more hours to get around and enjoy the stunningly beautiful surrounding of this beach. The best time to visit the beach is at low tide, then you can walk dry shod over to Koh Ma. The beach is considered the best snorkeling spot on Koh Phangan. You'll find clear waters and rich marine life around Koh Ma. During low tide, the sandbank is visible and you can walk out without getting wet. During high tide, the sandbank disappears underwater. This place is perfect for sunbathing, relaxing, swimming, and enjoying quiet chase. I spent some time walking across the sandbar to Komar and took some footage of the sandbank, an iconic motif of Koh Phangan. Drone photos and videos I found spectacular, but you have to remember local rules. It has been some drastic restrictions on drone flying in Thailand last year. Walking across the sandbar seemed to be popular among the visitors of this beach, and I met a lot of them both on my way to the island and on my return. Now, as the tide was coming in, it was a bit tricky to get across the sandbar. The current was strong around my feet and legs, and I had to be careful to keep my balance when filming. Thanks to the classic Koh Phangan shallows, all parts of Mae Haad get heavily flooded during high tide. Consequently, at high water, you won't be carelessly strolling to Kumar, but rather wading through chest deep water. The entry into the sea is comfortable and gradual, and you'll only be able to hang in the water at full height, about 20 meters from shore. The sand is light yellow, fine, with many pebbles and shells. You'll often come across larger stones, both on the shore and underwater. Due to the sea depth, there are typically no high waves during calm seasons, making it an excellent place for holidays with children. Since Mae Haad is far away from Hadrin, it's mostly unaffected by the flock of tourists that travel to Koh Phangan before the full moon party. There is no admission fee to the beach, and free parking at Bangsai Resort or nearby areas. Mae Haad attracts photographers and sightseers drawn to the iconic sandbar to Komar Island, making it Koh Phangan's most recognizable beach destination. Quiet and chilled out, Mae Haad is one of Koh Phangan's least developed, easily accessible beaches. Aside from a few dive shops, restaurants, and bungalow resorts, there's none of the usual mass development that you can find all too easily elsewhere on the island. You will, though, find several beach bars and restaurants nearby. It is also possible to travel to the beach by one of the many longtail boats on the island. I often admire the way they have balanced the large motors to be able to navigate the boat, also in narrow or shallow waters. Snorkeling at Mae Haad is a real treat for everyone. During low season, the water is shallow enough to stand in for quite some time, so it's great for children and those who aren't the strongest swimmers. The Gulf of Thailand has more than 500 different species of fish, and on snorkeling here in Mae Haad Beach, you'll be sure to spot an array of colorful species, large and small. A bold little guardian, the dusky damselfish, is found all over Thailand's underwater coral gardens. Known for their territorial nature, they'll swim right up to divers and snorkelers with zero fear. Don't be surprised if one gives you a tiny nip, just their way of saying, "Stay off my turf." You will certainly come across big schools of parrotfish, a vibrant tropical fish of the subfamily Scarina, known for their beak-like teeth, used to scrape algae from coral reefs. Found worldwide, these about 95 species play a vital role in reef health and consuming algae and bio-eroding coral, producing sand, with some species producing hundreds of kilos annually. Many of them, like these two surf parrotfishes, are quite colorful. My lovely 66-year-old girlfriend is also colorful and curious this day and enjoys snorkeling among fish and corals in a hue of vibrant colors. The whole bay of Mae Haad is populated by big formations with many of Thailand's 50 species of corals, such as the hard staghorn corals and brain corals. In the middle of this large brain coral, you can see a giant clam with its brown and turquoise flesh covering its mouth opening. I don't know the name of this fish species, trying its best to hide and lay still. On the sandy bottom of the reef, you'll find lots of sea cucumbers. These animals feed on tiny particles of organic matter, like algae, plankton, and waste materials. The fish species living on the sandy bottom usually have colors that match with their background, like a camouflage. Some also have feelers on the underside that register things they can eat. Electric blue damsels, often called neon blue damsels, dart through coral gardens like streaks of lightning, typically swimming in fast-moving schools near shallow reef zones. These tiny fish may be small, but they are some of the brightest flashes of color you'll see underwater. The Titan triggerfish, giant triggerfish, or mustache triggerfish, is a large species of triggerfish found in lagoons and at reefs at depths of 50 meters in most of the Indo-Pacific. It can be up to 75 centimeters long. It often feeds by turning over rocks, stirring up sand, and biting off pieces of branching coral. This is why other smaller fish species are often seen around it, as they feed on the detritus and smaller organisms that are stirred up. Though Titan triggerfish are usually wary of divers and snorkelers, females can be territorial and aggressive around their nests during the reproduction season. I noticed the curiosity of this school of fish circling around me, but at a safe distance. Like out of nowhere, this large barracuda suddenly appeared, always keeping me at a distance. I somehow realized that there had to be more of them around. Just wait patiently and see. I simply love this view and experience with this school of barracudas. It reminded me of a scuba dive I had back in January 2014 on the Similan Islands. Then I was surrounded by several hundred large barracudas during an ascent up to a decompression stop. They circled graciously around me for a long time, just like here and now. And suddenly another hunter comes from the deep underneath, a yellowfin giant trevally. Often mistaken for the Moorish idol, the longfin bannerfish is a classic reef sight in Thailand. With long, trailing dorsal fins and striking black and white stripes, they are often seen in pairs or groups, gently swaying in the current above coral heads. I find them gracious and beautiful. It hurts to see that both the hard staghorn corals as well as the table corals show sign of bleaching due to higher sea temperatures. Our environment is overheated due to pollution and the greenhouse effect. We should learn to take better care of our nature. I can't think of any better ambassador for our Earth than Sir David Attenborough. He recently celebrated his 100th birthday, and I'm an eager fan of his work in BBC. He has shown us through his magnificent films that there is so much to learn about life on Earth and how we should take care of the environment and habitats for all the different animals on this planet. Just have a look at this gorgeous rain coral. No wonder it has gotten this name. It has survived on the planet since it appeared in the oceans around 240 million years ago. Will the human race survive that long, or are we destroying our own habitat? I'm an optimist, and I hope we will make more effort to clean our oceans, our land territories, and the thin atmospheric air layer that surrounds the planet and makes it possible to survive here. Because of the biodiversity of this reef on Mae Haad, it is also used as a sampling ground for studies on coral growth and decay and aquatic life population. This beach is home to a diverse and breathtaking range of marine life. You don't need to walk a lot because coral reefs and fish are only 30 meters from the shore, and is a very popular site for snorkelers as well, because of its easy access and shallow depth. We fell in love with Mae Haad Beach during our stay on Koh Phangan. Its soft white sand, crystal clear turquoise water, and truly mesmerizing marine life make it an excellent spot for relaxation and enjoying the beauty of nature.